Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but now let's talk about Kaspa. See what is happening with the price of Kaspa right now, and of course, what is yet to come. I'm sure if you guys watch all my videos at this point, you guys know what exactly is happening within the markets. We are seeing Bitcoin dominance skyrocketing, which is causing a lot of altcoins to be down right now. And as far as Kaspa is concerned, it's down about 5.3%. But what exactly is next for the price of Kaspa? So we're going to be talking about the price and what are some news revolving around Kaspa. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So if we're looking at the price of Kaspa today, you guys can see it's currently sitting at 10.7 cents. We're also down 5.2% in BTC comparative over the past 24 hours. Market cap, on the other hand, is currently sitting at $2.37 billion with the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 30.6 million. So compared to my previous update, Kaspa is holding surprisingly better compared to that point. And we will get into that as to why that's the case. And, something, that was announced could be the reason as to why we're seeing the price holding better than, the time where we made the update about 2 days back. So you can see this for yourself. Kaspa is rewriting the future of crypto with testnet 11. On the 7th, 8 p.m. UTC, which is tomorrow, breaking new ground in POW efficiency with Rust. TN11 is where the impossible becomes possible, which is 10 blocks per second. And this is huge, right? And I've made this quite clear in all my Kaspa updates. Sure, people say the tech behind Kaspa is revolutionary. It's not something we have seen before, but let's face it, the smart contracts still haven't launched. But I think when that happens, this could bring in more organic traction. But great news in terms of this. And I think tomorrow is going to be quite interesting for Kaspa itself. So that's a huge plus point. But let's take a further look as to what is happening with its price. So before we get into the price analysis, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're seeing Bitcoin dominance skyrocketing at this point. BTC hasn't even done much. Bitcoin is holding quite great, to be quite frank with you guys. And despite that, we're seeing altcoins in the red, and of course that is mainly due to this fact right here. So people that say Bitcoin dominance is not a good thing and not a good index, I'm sure you guys want to rethink that again. But let's take a look at the price of Kaspa, because Kaspa has done something quite interesting over the past few days, and I'm really impressed, to say the least. And this is something I've discussed with you guys in my previous Kaspa updates, and I will talk about what exactly I'm referring to. So as far as the daily time frame goes, we're seeing the price of Kaspa once again finding itself back into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So far, we've been pretty much closing above the 78.6 pretty much since 17th of December, and we've even retested the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level just on the 29th of December, which is literally a week and a half ago. So far the overall momentum is still there. We're holding at some key levels, of course, but the price is not closing below the 78.6, which is a huge plus point. But what exactly is next? Let me show you guys what exactly is happening on the hourly time frame. So far so good. What we're seeing happening with CAS is the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level has become a good support for Kaspa. Pretty much, like I said, since December 17th, we've been pretty much trading sideways, but that's really nice to see. Just yesterday, we did see CAS making its way back up to that 11.8 cents, so almost 12 cents mark, and that's after we saw that significant pullback due to BTC, which was picked up by people really quickly. So it goes back to what I've said, my personal theory. So far, I think my personal theory about this dip was accurate. because what I said was that this massive wick occurred because there was massive amounts of longs that were piling up, and there had to be a shakeout. And of course the whales came and did their thing, and you can pretty much see how fast the market bounced back up. So anyone that was leverage trading at this time literally got burnt out. And yes, if you are on crypto Twitter, there's insane amounts of people that have come out and told their stories. And do I feel bad for them? Of course. And this is why, my viewers on my channel, I don't want you guys leverage trading. I don't care what people say. I'm using 5x leverage, I'm using 10x leverage. No matter how much leverage you're using, 99% of the time, people end up losing their money through leverage trading. And this is where these massive leverage trading platforms make their big bucks. So imagine people that, got completely wiped out, and they saw the market picking up right before where they were at before their price got liquidated. Imagine how they're feeling, right? So this is a continuous reminder to my viewers to stay away from leverage trading. But one thing I want to point out is the way Kaspa made its way back up to 11.8 cents. This is showing the interest is not slowing down on Kaspa. In terms of people's confidence, it's still really high. Some people are saying that Kaspa is going to be the top gainer in the next few years. And could that happen? Possibilities are always there. I'm not saying the possibility is not there, but of course, it needs to prove itself, right? And people that actually understand this and don't take this, too hard, I really appreciate that, because in my other updates, a lot of people were coming and saying, CryptoZX, you're totally right. In terms of Kaspa, at this point, it's still quite early, and of course, people that are early, if things go as planned, which so far, in my opinion, Kaspa is doing some crazy things. The project is not stalling. They're continuing to innovate. That shows that, they're serious. But, this is where your confidence and your research really comes into play. If you really believe in the project, then, patience is your number one key to follow. But also, diversification is your key. But right now, what we're seeing Kaspa do is, of course, we did see a little bit of a bounce going up to that 11 cents mark. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of resistance at that point. Right now, we're being supported by these wicks that we have seen pretty much throughout the month of December, you can see. And that's where we're currently sitting at. And of course, if this support is to be lost, potentially a retest back to that 10.4 cents to even 10 cents could be in play. So what I would be looking out for as we do go into the weekend, as we go further into Saturday morning, want to be looking at the price of Bitcoin very closely, because if Bitcoin goes down and dominance starts picking up more, we could see altcoins bleeding even more. So just keep an eye out on Bitcoin. But overall, I'm liking what Kaspa is doing in terms of a long-term perspective. I still think it has a lot of capability, a lot of potential. It has everything for itself going in order to succeed. And if it's able to, push it and hold towards this 12 to 11, so 10 to 11 cents, even 12 cents mark before the Binance listing, I think that is a huge plus point that could help it in the long run. But that is it for today's update. Let me know your thoughts down below. Love you all. See you tomorrow in CryptoZX, and peace out.